First thing I wanted to tap in with was Tory Lanez real quick.
Yeah, he was back in court today. Was he there or just attorneys?
Nah, he was there. We got to see bro in this county jumpsuit.
Oh yeah, because he's he's incarcerated.
Yeah, he's incarcerated now. He's technically he's serving his time because he's getting credit for every day.
That
he's in the county.
No doubt.
So whatever his sentence is going to be, he's already into the sentence.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a special hearing today because he changed his attorneys. He changed his he had George Mgdesyan, and he decided to go with David Kenner.
Yeah, that was surprising to me, man. I don't know what the move was about, but it was surprising to me.
Yeah, and everyone knows David Kenner from the Suge Knight, Death Row days.
Yeah.
I believe he helped bail Tupac out of jail back in 95.
Yeah, somewhere up in there. Yeah.
And he also helped with Snoop Dogg's murder case back in 93. So, yeah, he's been around for a minute, but I'm not really sure what can he do after the fact.
That's what I was wondering. You know what I mean? When you said you was at court today, I was wondering, like, damn, what's going on? Is he filing a motion? What's going,
Well, they just put it on record that he is the new attorney. So no motion's been filed. They even rescheduled the sentencing for February 28th. But I already know that David Kenner is going to be trying to do some sort of appeal.
Right.
Probably do some sort of try to get bail.
Bond appeal.
Yeah. So that's definitely, I'm sure, why Tory Lanez decided to go with this attorney, because he's got specialty in that area.
No doubt.
So, but yeah, when I was in the court today, though, it was a trip because after the hearing was over, which was really short, and I got to the hearing a few minutes late. I think the hearing was finished by 1:45. It must have started. They were scheduled to start at 1:30. They probably didn't start right away. I got there about 1:40, so I missed a few minutes.
Right.
I heard the tail end of it, and then after in the hallway at about, let's say, 1:52, David Kenner is accusing me of recording parts of the hearing with my cell phone.
No shit?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, were you?
No.
Okay. Shit, I got to ask too. Shit.
Nah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I have never whipped out my cell phone inside a courtroom ever.
No, I think, I mean, I think you got more integrity than that, from what you done displayed on, handling some of these cases. But, so what ended up happening?
Well, the bailiff, the deputy came out into the hallway and came up to me and said, "Hey, the judge wants to holler at you." So I'm thinking, okay, Judge David Hereford, I know the dude. We worked together before.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he just wants to see how I'm doing.
Right.
We've had small chat before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, the judge want to just see how I'm doing. No problem. I walk in there and it's like David Kenner standing behind me. I look over. I'm like, okay, what's going on? David Kenner says, I believe this man was recording the hearing. And the judge says, well, Alex knows better than that. So I voluntarily handed my phone over to the deputies just so that there's no funny style stuff going on.
Right.
I said, go look through my phone. So the deputy looked through the phone. She even went into the deleted folder, just to see if I was moving stuff around. And she told the judge, nah, there's nothing on his phone. So I just thought that was bizarre, crazy. I think this is a result of just how ghetto and how messy the people that go to this trial have made this. They've made it a spectacle, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that came from, but nah, I absolutely is 100% innocent on that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. They gonna, even if it's just David Kenner or some of his people, they gonna have somebody watching your page, bro. You know what I mean? To see if anything come out of that sort. Like you say, I mean, you hand delivered the information verbally anyway, but at the same time, he gonna be watching.
Well, I was actually giving Tory Lanez the benefit of the doubt this whole entire trial.
Yeah, but it wasn't on Tory. I don't think Tory said, man, I think Alex, I think that was something on David Kenner's behalf. I don't know if you guys have something in the past or anything like that, but at the same time, it probably was strictly on his behalf. And, or maybe he really thought he saw something, you know what I mean?
Well, no, he said that, okay, so after the whole thing was over and after they gave me back my phone, and we were back in the hallway, I actually was having a meeting with another attorney that had nothing to do with Tory Lanez's case. I was there meeting on a trial that we got coming up that I'm consulting with. And I see Kenner in the hallway talking to a whole bunch of people. So I said, you know what? I need to address this.
Right.
So he knows who I am,
Yeah.
what I'm about. So I told one of the attorney I was meeting with, I said, give me a second. I got to holler at Kenner. So I went over to Kenner. I said, dude, I ain't never recorded nothing. I don't know where you got this information from. I don't know who's lying to you. But then he says, well, 3 people said you were doing it. I was like, 3 people? And I'm looking around, well, everybody's here. What 3 people said that?
Right.
And he was quiet about it. And I just put him on notice. You got the wrong one. I said, I've been coming to this courthouse for almost 2 decades strong, and ain't nothing like this ever been on my name.
Right.
So then he just nodded his head. That was it. And then I went back to my meeting, and that was it.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Yeah,
you know?
It's a little crazy, man. It's the first time I ever met Kenner, and it's under these types of circumstances, being accused of something. But yeah, it's he got a court date for February 28th, which I don't think it's going to probably extend after that, because Kenner's also good at delays, pushing dates back. So I think the goal is to just have Tory in the county jail for as long as they can keep him there while they're doing this whole appeal thing.
Yeah, but you know, that's LA County jail, man. That just keeping him there gonna get old real fast. He gonna get tired of that shit, and he gonna say, man, something need to give. You can't give me bail. And he gonna do like the rest of us, man. Shit, get me to the yard.
Yeah, but the difference with Tory Lanez, he's not in the LA County jail part that you and I would be in. See, because he's a celebrity, they got him in high power.
Okay.
Single man cell.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I got my own TV. I got my own space. And everybody on that tier is high power. So I think it's a little bit easier to deal. You're away from all the drama in the LA County jail.
Yeah, to a certain degree, you know.
You're a keep away, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So keepaways don't really have to deal with none of the drama. Ain't no taking fades.
No, it ain't about that part. It's just about that, you know, walls, though. You know, you still in prison. You still LA County jail. You not getting better food. You know, you still got rats and roaches running around, man. You still got the element, homie. You know what I mean? So when you know, it ain't just so much about somebody pressing you, because really probably nobody probably would anyway. He ain't did nothing to know. You know what I mean? You know, he don't claim no hood or nothing like that, right? You know, so yeah, but it's just that county jail, man. It's just treacherous as far as the living conditions.
Yeah, well, I'd rather, if I was him, I think I'm in a good space in high power. Are you familiar with high power and what it's like in there?
1-man cell, yeah, you know what I mean? And last time I was in, last time I went to the county jail, you know. And funny story is, last time I went, that we was in a cell, hadn't been in damn near 15 years, 20 years or something. So when I got there, you know, we was all in this tank finally, because you're going to be in 100 different tanks. So before they go houses, they was writing letters on people's hand. You know what I mean? And I hadn't been there so long, man. I didn't know it. I guess there's some new shit. This dude got an L, that dude got an M, you know what I mean? But I ain't paying no attention, because I don't care where I go. You know what I mean? My bail already in. I hopefully I don't be here too long. So they put an H on my hand, and I didn't pay no attention to it. So I seen the little cat say, hey, man, where you going? You do like, I'm going to medium. You know what I mean? Okay, you do say, man, I got an L. Okay, well, you going to go to the dorm. So I looked at my shit, you know what I mean? Still didn't dawn on me what the H stand for, you know? And came about 4 or 5 officers came to the door, called my name, Thornton. I walked to the door, looked at my hand, 6 of them escorted me on my way. So I'm looking around like, well, I take 6 officers. Didn't realize, you know, I was going to high security. You know, 1-man cell, you know, was what it was, you know.
Why were they sending you there?
Bro, I had no idea. I ain't been to the county jail in had been there 15, 20 years. So I'm thinking, do they really keep all the records and tabs on you just like that? You know, for when they classifying you in the county jail? I hadn't been in so long, Alex. You know, I figured I was going to Disneyland in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know, and shit, they didn't forget nothing. I don't know if they ran my jacket or ran my whole profile or my prison record. I don't know what they did, you know. Next day, my bail came through. I got up out that thing.
So this is after you came home from the feds?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was just a little something you picked up, a little case you picked up?
Basically, you know, they tried to put something on me, but it didn't work out for them.
Okay, so that means that they pulled up your whole Fed history,
they
probably?
Had to, bro, to send me to high power, homie. You know what I mean? High security. They had to. You know, like I said, I hadn't been in the county jail since the 90s, you know. But, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, they don't send everybody to high power, so it had to be something.
Had to be something, you know what I mean? But like I say, that my bail was already in. I shouldn't have never even made it to the county jail, you know. I should have been bailed out at the substation at Linwood, you know, and but I made it there, and that's what it was.
Damn, that's crazy. So
not to mention, you know, you get to the substation and usually there a day or two before that same night they sent me to the county jail. I was like, damn.
So how much time did you get to spend in the high power unit?
I had just the night I got there say at night, maybe about 11 at night. Shit, by 9 in the morning, I was out of there.
Did you get to see who else was?
I didn't see not one person before they racked my gates on my bail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they usually keep all the celebrities there. I remember the baseball player Lenny Dykstra. He was put in high power when he was in there. The Mexican mafia guy named Lalo Martinez. They kept him in high power.
Yeah, but they also got a different side. They got a side for celebrity, and then where Suge and them was at.
Yeah.
They got a side for the gangbangers, homie. So I was waiting to come out and see, you know what I mean, who was all on this motherfucking you know, on this in this unit. You know what I mean? And so they got a different side. They not gonna put Suge and on the side with the or Tory Lanez. They wasn't gonna put them on the side with, you know, the Bounty Hunters or the Grape Streets or the, you know what I mean? It is a difference, even though it's all high security. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you know, I interviewed a dude named Isaac Pedroza. He's from Lomas originally, Barrio Lomas. He told me when he was in high power, they had Lenny Dykstra, the baseball player, right next to him. Yeah, and he said they became friends.
Hey, man, hey, that could definitely happen.
And then actually one day he called me up. He said he was going to go hang out with Lenny Dykstra, and he came pick me up.
Oh, they was on the street by then?
Yeah, they had already got out, and he actually introduced me to Lenny Dykstra. That dude's a crazy dude. He used to play for the Mets. I think he got a title with the Mets, but he got caught up in some stuff here in L.A., was in high power. I think Todd Bridges was in high power. I don't remember Todd Bridges from
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes. He shot a dude at point blank range like 5 times when he was on a crack cocaine binge.
Man, I remember he was on that, man. You know, I hated to see him go through that, man.
And you know who his lawyer was that got him off too? It was incredible. That's the first time I ever said, man, this lawyer's amazing. It was Johnny Cochran.
Oh, was it? Okay.
He got Johnny Cochran. The dude that he shot actually testified and pointed, Todd Bridges shot me. And he got a not guilty.
Somehow he still got away. Yeah,
he still got away. So Todd Bridges, I mean, over the years, I think Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
There's been quite a few people. So now Tory Lanez is the latest dude that's probably up there in high power now.
Well, I mean, somebody gonna hear from him. He gonna, you know, spit some something out, say how he live and, you know, what he feel, and you should come out in a minute.
Now, what was interesting is he came out in an orange jumpsuit, but he had a black do-rag on his head. And I thought that was interesting because I didn't know if they let you keep, you know, wear stuff like that while you already in custody.
You know what? Like I said, I ain't been there in 20-some years. You know, the store is different, I heard. You know, you don't even have cash on you like when I was there. When I was there, you know, we was shooting dice with real money.
Yeah.
You know, Big Smiley and them from 84 Swan and them was all, you know, that's how it was back then.
And they had a money bag made out of
thread. Made out of thread. You already know. But I believe it's cashless now.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
it's been cashless for a minute.
Yeah, so like I said, I ain't been in so long, man. I couldn't tell you what's on the commissary, what's not. But I know this shit is high as hell.
Thanks for checking out this short clip of the Streets and Scholars podcast with Alex Alonso and FG. If you want to check out the entire episode, visit your favorite podcast platform. We could be found on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and iHeart. Just tap in on your cell phone, tablet, computer, or your favorite device and guaranteed to get at least an hour of this fire content. And thanks for checking out another episode of Streets and Scholars.